Welcome back. So let's go back to where it was. I stuck the plastic top onto the, or the gun top onto the battery lid. So let's go over and have a look at that now. Here is the hatch with the plastic glued on with my super glue left overnight, and what I'm going to do is just trim the sides of the plastic down to the ply base, mainly because I don't need them there. They're only going to get in the way. So cutting that back roughly with the scissors, I get to an edge there which I can then finish off with my sanding bar. That's good for that edge, and that one there. This looks good to me. See how it fits on the fuse. Remembering that I'm going to have to cut that bit off a bit shorter, but slots in there and sits over there nicely. That's a nice fit, and the gun blisters here will stick over there very nicely. Nice mount there, that's good. It's going to be a nice fit. Now the only thing we've got to find out is, with the pin in place, does it still fit nicely? Are the holes correctly cut and so on? So let's go to my bag of bits, or box of bits, tray of bits. Here's the pin, retractable pin, that's going to fit through the hatch like that, and you can just see the top of the pin sticking up there. It's not sticking up too high, but I suppose to operate I could always depress that anyway. So next thing, I wish I'd keep saying, stop saying so all the time. Get my, I'm assuming it's these little screws that are in the box of bits. There should be 4, and sure enough there are 4 of those. Right, put those on the work surface with my cross-headed screwdriver. Let's just fit the pin operates, and if I just get my nail on the top, that operates it as well. So closing that hatch, so let's just, tongue in place, withdraw the pin. Now does it fit? Does it fit? I can look through from the underside and see how close that pin is to the hole. Okay, with that pin in the hole, it's a bit unfortunate, my plastic top there, just see it sits proud of the form, which is it's a bit annoying, because I would have liked it to have been further down. The reason being that when we fit our gun blisters in place, they're going to fit, or that's going to fit to the, get around, that's going to fit to the former quite tightly, and this is now sticking up, which is a bit annoying. So what I could do is leave it, but it will annoy the heck out of me, because with our thin ply cowl ring that goes on there, that's going to fit tight to the former there. And what we don't want gaps all over the place where one's sticking on top of the other, so that's too proud. So what I'm going to do is, I can't alter the, let's get that. What that needs to do is that needs to come down and a bit, and I can't really do that. Several things spring to mind without me making a decision yet. Is I could heat that and heat it and press it down like that, press it down lower. I could break or try and break that glue joint that I've got there and actually chamfer the edge, the top edge of the ply, so that that can sit a bit lower. And in fact, that's in all probability what I'm going to try and do. So hopefully I can break that. I was hoping I was going to be able to break that away. I can on one side. I'm trying to break the ply away from the plastic. I'll try that off camera. Right, so I was able to separate the ply hatch from the plastic, and what I've done is, if you can just see it there, I can just put my hand across there so you can see it, I've beveled the edges there, so that will now fit into the plastic. It will drop in there deep. You can see how much more by, I'll hold it against there, you can see the edge there. It will need to be cut off, but what I'll do is I'll put it into the fuselage. So let's just stick that in place. There's the hole, there we go. So that's it in place like that. So let's just see how, let's push that up tight, the plastic fits on top now. Remember, it was sticking proud, but now you can see there it's nice and tight against F1, so that when I fit my gun blister plastic on top there, and that's glued in place, I've now got, let's just zoom in on that. You can now see that the joint between the removable hatch and the blisters is much better, so I'm really pleased with that. That's good, because that will come out up, it says lift that up, that will come out and go back in again, and that'll be a nice tight fit against there, which is good. So let's just go back. So what I've got to do now is just glue that back here with super glue. Yeah, as I did before. So once again, that's a little exercise that I'll do off camera. With the hatch now sorted out, I'm going to turn my attention to the motor mount.